Do you guys know those tarot readings or channeled messages or downloads that people get that are always leaving you in a state of expectation or wanting? By next Tuesday, I see sometime this week. I see that maybe in the next 2 to 3 months. Maybe over the next 48 to 72 hours. Do you realize what they're doing? They're putting you in a state of desire, of wanting, which is a state of lack. They don't even realize that they're doing it. And a lot of these tarot readers, these channeled messages, and this is why I caution people to always apply the message to themselves first before they share it, don't even realize what is happening is their ego is still manipulating some of the channeled messages that they're getting. Almost every soulmate message you get isn't about you meeting a person that's going to be your perfect match. It's warning you to keep going and not to stop because you're almost there. You've almost found the connection to yourself, to your higher self, to the part of you that is divine, to the part of you connected to the Creator, to all. That's your soulmate. That's your true love. Don't get me wrong, I explored the concept of twin flames and all of that, and it all brought me back to one thing. It's a choice. Every single thing is a choice. We were made with free will for a reason. Nothing is 100% fated or destined to be exactly just so. You realize a lot of our contracts, even though some of them are individual, are essentially with the oversoul, which means contracts can be acted out, soul contracts can be acted out with multiple different incarnations of the oversoul. If one incarnation is proving to be a bit difficult and struggling with their lessons, another incarnation of that oversoul will find you and you will still complete the contract. The contract is not necessarily tied to one specific energy. Remember, everything's connected, nothing is limited. So when you start listening to these messages that want to leave you in a state of longing, a state of wishing, hoping, wondering, you're excited that maybe it might happen. Guess what you're not doing? You're not living like as if it's already here. You guys forgot the rule of manifestation that everyone out in the internet wants to shove down your throat. To manifest something, you have to feel as if you already have it. And that's why it's so hard for so many of you right now, because you're trying to manifest physical things before you understand that you are pure love and joy, and also fear and all the other things. But there's a balance, there's a harmony, that you are divine, that you have knowledge that you can tap into that defies everything the system has been trying to tell you is true. We are so afraid of getting things wrong. We are so afraid of looking foolish. We're so afraid of not having the right information. We're so afraid that we keep looking for validation outside of ourselves. And not many of us are taking the time to go inward. I've grown a lot in this last year. And it's not because I was seeking other people's input on how to live my life. I knew no one else had the answers. After 42 years of trying everything I learned that felt healthy and felt productive and, made me feel good, I realized that none of it was lasting because it was always someone else's system, always someone else's program, always someone else's idea. I can't maintain someone else's idea. I just can't. It has to be me. It has to be my idea. It has to be my understanding, my knowing, something I'm excited about, something I love to do. That I can maintain. I can't maintain someone else's crap because it drains your energy when you try to do someone else's thing all the time, right? If you're trying to practice a specific mindfulness meditation or a specific routine or ritual to help you regulate your nervous system, calm down, and you're finding that it's just not giving you the results that these people talk about, that's your sign to modify it, to tweak it, experiment, explore, make it your own. Do not listen to people, right? When you are feeling like it's not working and you're struggling and it's like, oh man, and you go on and you start doom scrolling and you go through those tarot messages or channel messages and they seem to validate what you're feeling, that's because you are attracting to you what you're focusing on. So again, when you find these and the reason why I bring up these messages about yearning or lack is I've had a few people trying to mess with my mental state this year. And some of them are very tech savvy and have filled my FYP with tarot readers. And it was really funny because I even had this girl try to confirm in one of the groups I had joined. She's like, I just want to make sure your comment you made about tarot readers, do you believe in tarot readers? Like, do you watch them? And then of course then my FYP started filling it with all these crazy I'm like, dude, you just tattled on yourself. Smarten the fuck up. Do you believe in tarots? And then all of a sudden, the love of your life is coming. Just wait for it. It's just around the corner. You don't remember them. Oh, your poor heart. Let me tug on your heartstrings so fucking hard that you stay in misery and longing and loneliness forever. Fuck off. I've been there, man. I don't need that shit. Yeah, I knew what you were doing, but thank you for teaching me how to use tarot readings and channel messages for my highest good. That was actually kind of fun. Anyways, it taught me a lot. These people trying to manipulate me, these people trying to keep me in a state of confusion, of longing, thinking I was a lot more gullible, a lot more naive than I was. I actually found it frustrating, but I also found it very useful, because if I hadn't had people trying to slow me down, trying to trap me, trying to make me feel like I didn't know what I was talking about because they were so scared of the mirror I was presenting them for themselves, if I hadn't had that desire, that ache in my soul to just become whole, to find out what love was, I might have allowed them to screw with my head more. But I really had one focus: becoming the best human I could be so I could be the best mother I could be. Because my kids deserved better than what they'd had up until this point. And these people thought I was going to be so focused on myself and what I wanted and what I thought I needed that I would fall for all the shit they were sending me. And this is when having a purpose outside of yourself makes a huge difference. Because I wasn't just becoming a better person for myself. I was becoming a better person because I saw a problem and I wanted to help. Not just with me. At first it was just me. At first it was just me and my kids. I just wanted to save my kids. And then I went into a system that showed me how fucking broken it is. And what was happening to other women and children. Young men, young girls, mothers. And I'm not saying men aren't victims too, but the men were in where I was, it was a women-only facility, women and children, so I can't really testify to what they experience. But what I can tell you is it showed me a world that I realized needs to go up in fucking flames, because it's not helping anyone except for those at the very tippy top. So be careful what you give your attention to. When you see these channeled messages, when you see these, probably when you get those messages that are trying to put you in a state of longing, of yearning, of expectation, of thinking that this is going to happen, that's going to happen, and then you're always waiting for it, but it never happens because you're in a fear-based mindset because of that tarot reading or channel message. The reason why that's occurring is because you're so close to discovering your self-love that it's trying to keep you. All energies are seeking their highest good. If you leave that flow, if you leave the flow of fear, it loses its ability to feed off of you. So it's going to struggle to keep you there. It's not trying to hurt you. It just doesn't want to lose its energy. And you're part of it now. So you might get a lot of those messages right before you discover how to love yourself completely. Crazy, eh? Anyways, have a great day. Goodbye.